Hi there guys, it's Martyn here, and welcome back to another episode of the Hits Review. Yes, that's right, we're taking a break from the Now Review for a little while to focus on its main competitor in the 1980s, which is the Hit series, and we're going in chronological order, which means for this instalment, as you can see, we're taking a look at Hits 3, the album. First of all, this title, the way they've done it, it reminds me of like that sort of 60s-esque, like when they do 3D, let that be the 3 and the D, and like Thunderbirds, I really like it. But they've gone for the same sort of, you know, square outline that Hits 1 and 2 used as well. So it's advertised on TV. Funnily enough, I can't find an advert for it though these days. Jennifer Rush for The Power of Love, ZZ Top, Madonna, King, Paul Young, The Cars, Bruce Springsteen, Bonnie Tyler, Aha, Shakin' Stevens, Eurythmics and Aretha Franklin, and Matt Bianco, to name a few, and of course the all-important track list. But also other artists, you got Sister Sledge, you got Redbox, the Thompson Twins, John Parr, Steve Arrington, I think that says, I can't really read it, Brilliant, Echo and the Bunnymen, Cyndi Lauper, Huey Lewis and the News, Sade, The Cult, I think that says, and Prince and Their Evolution. Some major big artists on here that Now couldn't get. So like Prince and Madonna weren't on Now albums, for those who didn't know that was going to fall. So it was a major incentive back in the day if you were fans of them to get this album. Let's take a look at the track list. So you've got Take On Me kicking it off, an iconic song of the 80s. You've got King, you've got Redbox, Matt Bianco, Sister Sledge, Denise will Sell My Toot Toot, a hilarious song, you should listen to it, and Shakin' Stevens. Side 2, Madonna, Dress You Up, which was a hit single from her album at the time, Like a Virgin. Prince and the Revolution with Asbury Beret. Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen. 3 key artists there that Now couldn't get, Madonna, Prince and Bruce Springsteen. Major firepower for hits. It's a Man's World, okay, by Brilliant. Colonel Abrams' Trapped, an amazing song, give that a listen. Side 3, you got Jennifer Rush, Paul Young, The Cars, Cyndi Lauper, Sade, Dream Academy, Bonnie Tyler, and then skirting back here to side 4, you got John Parr, Huey Lewis and the News, ZZ Top, Bonnie Tyler again, she's on here twice, Thompson Twins, The Cult, and Echo and the Bunnymen to finish off with. So some really great songs right here. Fun fact about John Parr, the song St. Elmo's Fire is sort of one-hit wonder status. John Parr is actually from or very near to where I grew up in South Yorkshire, so that's a fun little fact for you there. I'll talk more about the track list later, but if you're not familiar with these, the hits, like the old Now albums, are all gatefolded, which means, of course, they open up to this, Hits 3, the album. You can also buy Hits 1 on album and tape back then, and also Hits 2, and does this have a... Oh yes, they have blurbs like the last one, so this went to number 1 for 6 weeks in November 84, and Hits 2, the second in the Hits series, was released in April, followed the chart success of the Hits album, and went straight to number 1 again for 6 weeks. So these two, and including this one, were major competition for Now, really giving them a run for their money. I'll scan through these, but of course back then, compilation albums didn't have their own unique chart as they do now. They were regulated on the albums chart, the main albums chart, and the compilations chart came about because for so long, compilations like Now, like Hits, were dominating the charts so much it was deemed unfair, and that's why the compilation chart was eventually compiled. I do love this. I love the fact that navy blue is sort of the main colour because it contrasts so well with the red and the yellow motif. I think out of the first 3 Hits albums we've looked at, this is the nicest cover in terms of its colour schemes. Hits 1 is just sort of all over the place. And Hits 2, yeah, the blue, pink and yellow works well, but I kind of prefer this style. But what I'll do now, very quickly, let's take a look at the vinyl record inside. So here it is, Hits 3, the vinyl disc in pretty good condition. It's the same on the other side, but it's nice to see the title there. So what else is there to say? I mean, looking at the track list, this actually probably has my favourite track list of the Hits series so far, more so than Hits 1 and Hits 2. I just think this one packs so many hit songs, and so many hit songs that never appeared on Now albums of the time. Of course, this came out in 1985, around the time that, let me think, like some of the late and like Now 5 and 6 were sort of competing with this. I mean, Madonna, Prince and Bruce, I mean, if they're not on now and they're on here, that's going to be a major incentive for people to pick up this album. And in terms of picking it up, where can you yourself pick it up if you're interested? Well, I was very lucky. I got mine at a car boot sale. It's in pretty neat condition for just £1, that's right. But I have seen this around in the wild recently, and it doesn't go for much more than that. A couple of pounds here and there. Always make sure you're checking your vinyl discs, make sure they're free of deep scratches or a lot of dirt. I mean, if it's dusty and all that, you can sort of clean that up in the right way. And scratches, if they're really faint, they're not going to do that much damage, but if they're deep, then you've just got to leave it. There's plenty of these out there, and if you look hard enough, you'll definitely come across one. And if you just want to see what Now's competitors were up to, it's definitely a worthwhile album to get. As I say, it's my favourite hits album of the series that we've looked at so far. And that is all for this instalment of the Hits Review this time. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. Do you own the Hits Album 3? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time.